Okay, I think we're there. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Test. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I'm so ready.
Okay.
Okay, come on, let's go.
All right, let's go. Okay, we're professional.
Professional.
All right. Hey everyone, welcome back to Live.
Sorry.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Live Talk. Michaela, welcome. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm
It's
good,
so-
yeah.
It's so good to see you again.
Yes, it's lovely to see you as always.
That's a kind.
Is that Rubik's Cube in your background?
That's right. I have two.
Okay.
I have two. I'm very slow, but no, this is a 2x2. And this is the traditional 3x3.
They're very difficult. Very,
Well,
very
I'm
difficult.
trying to show my to encourage my kids to learn, but it's somehow hard to encourage them to do something like this. I'm
It's
trying
because
to.
it's really difficult, isn't it? So it's like
Well,
that perseverance in the face of constant failure.
You know,
Resilience you're trying to create, which is
yeah,
great.
exactly.
But
That's the point. I'm trying to teach the
they're
resilience.
not get and when you get it, it's not like a big win. Do you know what I mean? Like it doesn't feel. It's like, oh yeah, I did it.
I got it. Well, it's and then the next level is to time, to time yourself and see how fast. And I'm not fast, but and then there are really geniuses out there. I mean, I once saw a video of a young kid, a teenager, and this kid was juggling Rubik's cubes and chatting with someone, whatever, football or whatever, and at the same time, how do you call them?
No, he wasn't doing the Rubik's Cube.
He was doing the Rubik's cubes while juggling and talking to someone. I'm like, wow.
That's incredible. I mean, it's slightly dangerous, I think, as well, because if one of them fell on your head, you know what I mean? You might get knocked out.
Yeah, I know, but it's amazing. It's just amazing how much talent and geniuses are out there. It's just amazing.
In so many various ways and forms.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, I'm just doing because it's kind of relaxing, to get it in your hand. But anyways, I mean, it's so happy to. Last week we were not able to meet. You were, I don't know, you had compromises, you had things to do, and so I'm just so happy that we are able to get together today. And I'm sure everyone that is watching us is also very. They love you, Michaela. They
no.
Oh, they do. I mean, they write comments. So
thank you. That means a lot.
I know. It's great, isn't it?
Most of the time, I feel just a goon, really.
No, well.
No.
You are mine.
Only off camera.
You're only off camera.
In the bloopers.
I don't know. Should I show the bloopers? I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe we'll do a collection of bloopers, and then at the end of the year we'll do a bloopers collection.
A bloopers
video.
reel. Love
That's
it.
right.
Yes.
But no, yes. Let's. What are we talking about today? I have to think. By the way, sorry, I got off track again. But it's Michaela. All of these years. Well, not years. Almost going into 2 years. 2 years. Yeah. It's Michaela or the Michaela.
Michaela, but I quite like the first way you said it.
I've been calling you since the very beginning, Michaela.
I think I prefer that way, but it is Michaela.
It's Michaela. Oh my gosh. Well, sorry. And
Michaela, yeah. And it's Longden. My surname is Longden, not London. Some people say London.
Say it again, please.
Like a long den.
Longden.
Long. Long den.
Longden.
Yeah, Longden.
Longden. Okay.
Yeah.
I had to emphasize the. Okay. I'll practice. I promise. Sorry, I didn't mean to butcher your name, but
Oh.
sorry.
You
But
didn't. You made it sound so much prettier the first
oh
time. It's
well.
much
Then
nicer.
may I
I
call
can't
you
even say that. Michaela.
Michaela?
Michaela.
Well,
Can't even say that.
if
It's
you're okay
lovely.
with that, I'll keep calling you Michaela.
Yeah,
All
absolutely. I
right.
like it.
Well, we were we've been talking about so many subjects, and in
Mm.
these last few days, it is the, there is one that I would love to talk about with you, and that is imposters syndrome.
Mm.
And I think, I think not only actors deal with this or struggle with imposters syndrome. I think
Any performers really, like artists,
yeah,
yeah, anyone who's performing under pressure. But I think anyone in general,
yeah,
like in
business
everything.
people. Uh, uh, I know, for
Yeah.
example, just today. This is very very actual. This is happening right now. My little kid. I always have kid stories. My third daughter. She's 11. No, she's 11. My son is 11. My third daughter is 13. She's she's doing a presentation tomorrow, a PowerPoint presentation on the Frida Kahlo, the Mexican painter, uh, and she's well prepared. She's been working at this presentation for weeks. Weeks, I'm telling you. And she has a very, very well done PowerPoint. She has like several pages of material. I know she's over prepared. She's over prepared. The PowerPoint presentation, my gosh, I don't do such presentations. It's just beautiful. It's just great. But she's struggling, for example, right now with like I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. I get nervous, I'm in front of the people. Maybe I will mess it up, things like that. So I think this thing affects everyone. It's kids,
Yeah,
grown-ups.
absolutely. Taking the example that you've just said there, there's a couple of things going on there.
Mm-hmm.
And one is that you said that she's over prepared. She's put way too much time and energy into it.
Right.
So we need to put time and energy into things so that we trust ourselves. We need to do the research and know that we know what we're talking about.
Right.
But there is, so over preparing, I'm not sure you can over prepare. You can in acting because you need it to feel fresh and alive and in the moment. And not rehearsed, but a presentation can feel rehearsed. So over preparing in terms of the knowledge and the information and understanding of what the presentation is, I'm not sure is a thing. But the over preparing of your brain to get ready for it can kind of make the experience of what's about to happen go up here and your belief in yourself go down here as the experience becomes bigger than you. So I think that's one of the things that could be responsible for that. And then the other thing is that we focus so much on the theory. We focus so much on breaking down a script. If you're looking into, if actors are watching this today, we focus so much on the information that we forget that, well, what essentially is as a presentation,
Right.
it's you performing in front of people and delivering some information. The performance element of it is just as important as the information, but we spend so much time on this and no time on this.
Right.
So it's that whole thing of like, okay, so when preparing a presentation, you've got to practice, and you've got to practice in front of people people you don't know. And you've got to go out your comfort zones and feel the fear, because then that way it's not new anymore.
Okay.
And as humans, we retreat from new things. And that's essentially what, in my opinion, that's what imposter syndrome is. It's when you feel like you don't belong or you don't feel good enough or worthy enough in a situation because either you haven't experienced it before, or you actually haven't done the work, or it's something. Go on.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but were you saying?
No. Or it's just something that is like, it's something that maybe you've put on a pedestal, and you've made it out to be bigger than what it is. We've lost sight of what the reality of the situation is.
Okay, so right there, you're talking about, like having too high of expectations, right? The maybe like unreal expectations, right, up there, and then a lack of confidence in a sense, like, well, that's what is expected of me, whether that is real or unreal. I don't, and then it's like, well, am I prepared? Am I good enough for the challenge? Is that the perfect mixture for failure?
Well, I think it's quite interesting what you said there in terms of like, what do other people expect of me and what do I expect of me? Got a frog in my throat, sorry. So, for example, when you're doing a presentation, we have this expectation that we put on ourselves that it needs to be the best that it can be, and that we should be as good as all these other people that present all the time. But really, we need to kind of lower our expectation of ourselves. We still want to aim high and do well, but we need to, be compassionate to ourselves and say, you've never done this before, and it's okay to feel a little bit nervous and a little bit awkward. You've done your prep, you've rehearsed it, you've done your research. Worst case scenario, you freeze up there. Well, sod it, you've learned. You know what I mean? But we blow it into a massive thing, and it becomes bigger than what it is. And that makes us feel small. Like we give we give the expectation, and we give the thing, the power, the audition, the performance, the penalty shoot. We give that all the power, and that leaves us feeling powerless, I guess.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's easier said than done, right? When you say like, well, when you say, I often said to other people, on my kids, like, well, what is the worst that can happen? Think about what is the worst. Of course, when you're in the middle of the situation, it's a little different. I'm like, oh, I don't know.
And that's where emotional regulation comes in, doesn't it? Yeah. Essentially, for me as well, like a big part of imposter syndrome is a lack of self-belief. If you do not intrinsically believe in yourself enough then to do the thing, then you are going to feel overwhelmed and burdened by the thing. It is going to sit on top of you. Whereas if you feel like, I am amazing at public speaking, I'm going to go up there and absolutely smash it, and if I don't, well, I'm not too worried about it. I know I'm a good performer. I know that I am a good public speaker. So if something doesn't go right up there, it's not going to be really to do with me. You will go up there and you will smash it. Like, just that way of thinking will change how you are, how you perform.
You just said something very interesting, very important, I think, is, for example, you have to be confident. You have to have confidence in yourself. Like, hey, I'm here for a reason. I've done the work. I've done my homework. I'm prepared. So whatever, right? And then at the same time, it's like the ability, in a sense, the ability to laugh. I mean, if for a lack of a better word, to laugh at yourself, like, oh, okay, what if it doesn't work? What if I fail? What? Like it's
exactly. And this isn't easy stuff. This is what I coach. I teach people, one, how to be confident, how to believe in themselves. I teach them methods. I teach them emotional regulation, so that when they are experiencing an emotional hijack, they can diffuse it. And then I teach them to lean into fear and be okay with that. So, and the course that I teach takes 12 weeks, and it's cementing these practices that are going to help you get to that place. But we're not taught this stuff at school, are we? We're just kind of thrown into the deep end, and everything that we do is graded and marked. And if we fail, we're embarrassed because it's revealed to everybody else in the class. What did you get? What did you get? I got a C, I got an A, I got an F. You get home, your mum has a go at you, your dad has a go at you, whoever has a go at you, you feel a bit rubbish for failing. We're taught that failing is wrong. And we're not taught to lean into it.
Right.
So that's why it
yes,
feels scary doing it. And, you know, you need to be challenged by a coach or by someone, you know, an accountability partner.
And what I'm hearing is that really, people of our walks of lives struggle with this. Students,
Everybody,
you know, footballers, everyone, and
even older people who are like in their 80s, you know, you give them a new mobile phone straight away, they're struggling, right? And my mum, she's like starts panicking. She doesn't know what she's doing. she's I can hear her. She's muted me by accident. Well, she's going, Norman.
Right. Well, you know, I'm thinking about so many examples, but it will take an extra hour for that. But it's just really everyone could at one point in life struggle with this situation, and sometimes you know, maybe some situations are not that relevant, but some situations can be harmful, can be a hindrance. They can keep you from moving forward in life.
Absolutely. Right? Traumas, right?
Right. And by the way, before I forget, if you whoever is watching us are struggling with this kind of situations, feel free, right, Michaela, to contact Michaela. That is what she does. All of her contact information is in the description box. Michaela, would you like to add something?
Absolutely. Having been through PTSD, anxiety, insomnia myself, this is an area that I am more expertise in, and obviously I'm an actor as well, so it's a high stress job, putting yourself in front of people all the time. So yes, please do contact me. My name is Michaela Longdon on Instagram. Inbox me. My inbox is always open, and I'd love for you guys to get in touch. And I'll be launching my own YouTube channel very, very soon as well. So you'll see more of our things that me and Armando are doing. So yeah, please do, and write in the comments below about any questions you have about anything we're discussing on here today. We love hearing from you guys, and we're here for you. So yeah, make the most of that.
That's right. That's right. I mean, one of our goals through these videos is, you know, just to cover relevant subjects that might help whoever is watching us, but hopefully at the same time encourage one or the other to take that step, right, Michaela? To seek out for help in case you are really struggling. And
it's mad, you don't realize, you know, obviously I'm slightly biased because I am a coach and Armando's a coach, but I got a relationship coach because I was struggling in relationships. And that's something that I wasn't particularly aware of. I hadn't worked through that. I'd worked through like a lot of other stuff, self-limiting beliefs, sabotaging behavior, distractions, all the rest of it, but I hadn't worked through this. And within 4 or 5 weeks, I have found the partner who I'm now living with, and it's going really well, and he's amazing, and I can't imagine my life without him. Like, it's insane what this stuff can do. And now I've got a new coach, and I'm more motivated than ever because he's a business coach and he's a motivator, and I'm like, boom, 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 like the energy is just infiltrating. And they're worth every bloody penny. Like, anything that you can invest in that is going to change your mindset so that you can get from A to B is worth it.
Right. So be encouraged to seek out for help. You know, be encouraged to if our topics, you know, we talk about different mindset topics every week. If something that we are saying resonates with you, get in touch with Michaela. Her information is on the description box.
And the thing is as well, even if you you know, if you can't afford a coach, I mean, this is the reality, right? Like, not everybody can afford a coach. It's funny because I've had a lot of coaches say to me, oh, you know, you always find the money, and I've always found the money, but that's because I know the benefit, because I've experienced it. But when you haven't taken that first step, then you don't know, and then it's leaning into that unknown, and it's that imposter syndrome and the fear all coming up again. But you can still do what you can do. So you can watch these YouTube videos, you can listen to podcasts, you can read books. Okay, your progress is going to be a little bit slower, but you can still make a difference difference in your life.
That's
So
right.
don't feel that just because you don't have the funds to get one-to-one coaching or get online coaching means that you can't still develop yourself
That's right.
in many other ways.
Yeah, that's very important what you said. I mean, we always can do something. Um, that the reason we are coaches is because we believe having a coach, having a partner there with us is it's better and efficient, and we
Speeds
make
it up.
speeds it up.
The
And
progress is just
and
so
it's
much quicker.
one-on-one. It's just like this personalized attention to
Yeah.
your very specific need. And so and what we do here is because we want to help people through our talks, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully something will resonate with you and inspire you, like maybe to get that one book or the other one, or maybe ask questions. And we hope that you do send us your comments and your questions, because we will love to interact with you as much as possible, right, Michaela?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
I'm looking at the clock, and it's as always, time flies
Always.
by. But before we leave, Michaela, what piece of advice would you give our audience before in regard to imposters syndrome? Maybe one.
One piece of advice is that we all get it. Everybody gets it, and it's okay. And we should accept it. Do what you can to avoid those feelings coming up, but when they do come up, that's when you need to make sure you can regulate those emotions. And learning how to do that is fundamental if you're going to shift things. So that would be my advice, to accept it, lean into it, and then learn how to emotionally regulate when the feelings of anxiety, the fear creeps in, so that it doesn't sabotage you in the moment. But you feel okay with the fact that, okay, I don't feel okay right now, but that's okay.
Okay. Once again, we talked about last week about that awareness, to be aware.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Beautiful. And not judgmental on yourself.
Don't be too hard on yourself, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, Michaela. As always,
you're welcome.
Always a great material, great talking to you.
Thank you for having me, as always.
Oh, love it. I love it. Well, our time is up. Too bad our time is up, but we'll be back next week. To all of our viewers, please stay healthy, send us your comment, and I guess I have nothing more to say, but to say have a successful and blessed day, a successful and blessed week.
What you said.
Have a great day.
Love it.
Bye-bye.
Bye.